Hi, I'm Christine Sinatra, and this is my leadership story. My change idea as the new special education director of Lakeside Union School District is to work towards empowering general education teachers through professional development to be able to meet the needs of all students in their classrooms with the proper supports and services through multi-tiered systems of support. My story begins May 10th, 2018 at Lemoncrest Elementary School in Mrs. Jones' kindergarten class. Mrs. Jones had been experiencing quite a few obstacles with a particular student throughout the year. This little kindergartner had been displaying some moderate to severe behavioral issues that were very disruptive to her classroom setting on a daily basis. He was pushing chairs over, throwing objects across the room and at people. He was running out of the classroom, and on his way he was clearing desks and shelves. I also found out that he was under assessment for special education qualification, and that Mrs. Jones felt that he needed a more restrictive environment, and today just wouldn't be soon enough. So she was inviting me as the new special education director to experience firsthand what she had been experiencing the entire year, and also she was asking me to approve moving the student to a more restrictive environment prior to the IEP team meeting. So Mrs. Jones had done quite a few other things throughout the year to try to help overcome her obstacles. She was an experienced teacher, and so she knew to reach out for support right away. So she had gone to the principal and she had asked for additional support and aid to shadow the student and redirect his behavior, or to walk outside with him when he couldn't be redirected. She made arrangements to have the student picked up by the parent when behavior escalated and couldn't be brought back under control. She was working with an ABA specialist, applied behavior analysis, to see what the cause of the behavior was and how they might put some supports in place. And of course, finally, she was consulting with me, the special education director, on placement options and behavior supports. So although Mrs. Jones really wanted this student to be taken out of her classroom, she asked me to come and discuss the process with her. She explained what she had been told in the past and wanted to know if I could alone make the decision to have the student placed in a more restrictive environment as soon as possible. We had a very long discussion about the IEP initial qualification process and the team decision-making process. Mrs. Jones had a better understanding of the team process and realized that she was an important member of that process that makes decisions based on data and work together to create a plan to support the student in the least restrictive environment. Prior to this, she felt as if the decisions were made and she had no say and she just had to follow along and nobody cared about her expertise or what she had observed. So with this new understanding that she was an important team member with a voice, she was better prepared to participate in the meeting and share her data and her ideas on how to support the student. So through my leadership, I empowered her to speak up, be an active team member, and help to describe what the student needed to stay in her classroom. She realized that she did have a voice and that she was part of the decision-making process rather than just being told what to do. I don't think she really agreed with everything I had to say, but she listened openly. She asked questions, and she provided her opposing ideas. And we had a really great discussion. And I know the discussion went well because the next day I received an email from Mrs. Jones thanking me for my willingness to come and listen to her and have that open, deep discussion. So imagine how empowered teachers will be when they receive professional development that ensures that they have the knowledge and the skills necessary to take part in the decision-making process and fully understand the importance of placing students in the least restrictive environment with supports and services rather than sitting passively waiting for others to make the decision that affect their daily practice. Thank you.